G'day everyone, welcome back. So in this video I want to discuss what I've been really liking lately in my bowl shape form, especially talking about the internal shape of the bowls that I've been turning lately. I haven't been on here much, and the main reason why, as you probably already are aware, those that follow my channel. For those that don't, my name is Kerry Corney. I'm a wood turner based in Brisbane, Australia. The issue has been that someone has been stealing all my content, so I felt it was best to put them on ice and let them sort of freeze out and not have any new content coming their way that they could steal. And then they were repurposing using my name, and it was just causing a whole heap of mayhem. So unfortunately they're still going. I was battling with Facebook for quite some time there. All my material has been removed. Thank you kindly to those out there that reported them. But also somehow they're stealing other people's content, and yeah, it's just an absolute mess. But hopefully they get pulled up soon and the page gets taken down. It's still under my name, Kerry Woodturning. So if you see that page, it's not me. My page is my name. You'll see me in the videos. You'll ask a question in the comments and I'll answer it. It's not just an AI generated answer. Anyway, so that was one issue. And my beautiful co-host, our beautiful Rosie girl, we had to say goodbye to her on the 7th of February. So it's been a really rough couple of weeks. So I'm just going to start back light and get back into it. It's been bloody hard. So I thought this would be the perfect sort of icebreaker to get back into making some videos and sharing what I love and getting back to the fundamentals of what my YouTube page is all about, and that is sharing my passion, what I'm learning about anything to do with wood turning. So that's what I want to get back to, that root base, that sort of calling. So here we are talking about this beautiful silky oak bowl here, and what I've been really enjoying lately, and you might have seen in my previous videos that I have a bit of a harsh rim, and what I've been doing lately, and I'll work my way down into the bottom of the bowl of what I've been liking about my design. It might be a combination of designs that I've picked up from other wood turners, and I've just sort of combined them all in my head, and I'm probably talking about someone else's shape that they've made, because let's face it, wood turning's been around since the Egyptians, so it's pretty hard to sort of come up with something truly original when it's coming to a bowl design. But this is what I've been liking, the rim. So it rolls ever so slightly down. You can see that it's got that open form to the bowl, and then it dips down and rolls inward, where before I used to have quite a flat surface, and I'll get a bowl to demonstrate and show you what I'm talking about. So this is a mango bowl that I turned, and you can see that the rim is quite flat. It's got a flat rim there, but it's still got that beautiful undercut. But I've been finding with that flat rim, it still serves a very practical, purposeful use, but it tends to not feel as comfortable in the hand. It feels a little bit rigid, a little bit hard. So what I've been doing, I'll put that over here. So what I've been doing is rolling that rim around, and it makes it really nice and soft in your hand. I'll talk about the back of the bowls in another video. I just want to focus on the internal. So, and once that rim is rolled, it's about a thumb width. So a standard sort of thumb width, I would say. Let's go with probably about an inch. So a decent steak thickness. So when you go to the butcher, you know, you get your steaks cut. I digress. So it's got that inch thickness still, and I find that sits perfectly in that crook into the hand, that in your palm, and then your thumb latches over that rim. So it goes from that soft rim into the inside of the bowl, and it just feels easy and a effortless. And I think that's what distinguishes really good bowls from bowls that just need a little bit more work. The picking up of the bowl, if you close your eyes, it needs to feel right. It needs to feel light and not bulky and chunky. So it might feel a little bit bulky up the top of the rim, but that's for a practical purpose as well. Not just that rolled edge and the undercut rim. It helps people with dexterity issues and people that are losing their sensations as we all get older. So that rolled rim really helps people find their way to holding the bowl. So when it goes from that rolled rim to the inside of that undercut rim there, your thumb then latches onto that undercut rim, that inside of the bowl just here. So when you roll your thumb over, it latches onto there. And that's what I really like about that undercut rim. And then when I transition down, so obviously it's a lot thicker up here in the timber, and I measured this just before. It's 8mm thick past this sort of first section of the bowl, probably the first 2 inches. It's a little bit thicker, and then it tapers down to 8mm all the way down to the bottom of the bowl. Some people out there probably think that's too thick. Doesn't matter, this is just how I like to do things. And then the biggest part about what that undercut rim does with that sort of broader rim on the top, it creates like a picture frame. So it creates like a thick oval sort of shape, obviously, around the bowl, but then it allows the food to be presented in the center. It sort of allows the food to be the main character in the story of when it's being served on the table. That was a big analogy, that one, a main character. So what I really like about my bowl design lately is when it does undercut there and then it sweeps down, it's a continuous curve. There is no point in the bowl. I just got a bit of an audience outside looking at the main character. Goodness, Keza. So when it goes down and it sweeps all the way down to the bottom of the bowl, it's gentle and it's one continuous sweep down. So that transition point from when you're turning along the side of the wall and then using the bottom bowl gouge, that is a continuous sweep. And I like to keep it that same thickness if I can. Sometimes I thin it down a little bit more as well to make it that even more elegant feeling. So the lighter it is, the more elegant and delicate the bowl will feel in your hands. And a lot of people, when they pick up my bowls, and probably yours as well, is the first thing they see this big beautiful bowl on the table at a fair or wherever you're selling your bowls, and the first thing they do is they say, geez, that is light, that is very light. Because I think what they've gotten used to is when they go to the shops, they see these big bowls and they're chunky and they're heavy and there's really not that much effort gone in. They've just gouged it out. I doubt it's a wood turner doing it, and then they just put a coat of oil on it or sand the hell out of it and then put a coat of oil on it and then they put them up for sale, and they're all imported. None of them have had the time taken and the care that we put into our products. That's what I really like about my bowl designs lately. I really hope you enjoyed this video about just talking about simple characteristics of the rim and the inside of the bowl. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all directly. Cheers.